Hi there, Donovan Frederickson from Skinny Guy Campers out in Bristol, Indiana. Today I'm at the manufacturing facility and I was going to make a video today highlighting some of the main construction features of the product. I'm standing in front of a semi-complete 6.5 camper, so let's get started. Starting here at the front of an incomplete 6.5 camper, we can have a good look at the basic methodology of our construction technique. I wanted to point out mainly that the entire build is 1/8 inch 50/54 aluminum. One of the main benefits of going to the thicker 50/54 aluminum exoskeleton construction is impact resistance and strength. 1/8 inches, most RVs use either 19 thousandths or 24 thousandths. Some campers do as well, and or a fiberglass exterior. We want it to be as thick as a riverboat. So most riverboats are 1/8 inch. They use a harder alloy than we do, but the point is that this can be tree branched, impacted by hail without much consequence. Continuing on analyzing the construction materials, we wanted to pan through here and demonstrate the precision of the engineering and fitment of the panels and pieces. The panels, you might notice multiple rivets throughout the build, across the top, through the bulkheads, across the floor, on the exterior, connecting these panels and parts together, across the top here. All of these work together to create an extraordinarily strong exoskeleton structure, not unlike an insect. All the aluminum parts and pieces are precisely engineered, laser cut, and then assembled using stainless steel closed nose rivets. If you look throughout the build, you're going to find a lot of rivets connecting all the parts and pieces together. These are stainless steel closed nosed, or I call them closed nosed, stainless steel rivets that provide a very strong connection point. There is over 1,000 rivets in a typical 6.5 build. So keeping with the aluminum and stainless steel methodology, we chose to use stainless steel for all of our other hardware wherever we could. So the roof buckles, all of the hinge hardware are these 3/16 stainless steel. Our entire hinge, which is manufactured for us, is a stainless steel full-length hinge for strength. This hardware, all of this hardware, all stainless steel. So at the back of the camper, the lid or the roof is a one-piece of aluminum sheet that's pressed into shape and then welded up these corners. And then all the other weldments are completed and the entire roof assembly is powder coated. What this does is makes this roof extremely strong. We've tested it to 1,000 pounds on the bed supports, and we intend to rate it at 600 pounds. Over here at the side of the camper, we used Ram brand grab handles that provide the T-track for Ram accessories. Wanted to point out that we use Southco brand latching hardware. These are American made and very good quality. So back here we can see the underbelly module that is completely detachable from the camper. And this is a good point to demonstrate how this is attached and why we did it this way. So we have 10 mounting points through the main lower support structure of the camper that interface these rivet nuts. We made this lower module removable with 10 bolts, and the point of that was to provide serviceability and removability and modularity for the camper system. If someone were to purchase a bare bones or skin and bones and later decided that they wanted water systems, it's very easy for us to assemble and ship the entire water system in the underbelly for a retrofit later on down the road. Now I'd like to move on to other construction features that sets us apart. Our camper, due to the fact that it closes to be cab high for travel, needs to have a transitional kitchen that needs to be disconnected and set in that floor well for travel. What we've done here is use these CPC brand medical style push butt connectors that have sealing valves in them to make all of our connections for the fresh water, hot and cold, and then the drain out, which does not have a sealing valve in it. And then we also needed to be able to connect to the cooktop and sink, so we chose a quick disconnect system here. Now, continuing up underneath that panel, we can see that our plumbing system utilizes braided poly with stainless pinch clamps. We use braided poly because it eliminates all the extra plumbing connections associated with elbows and bends. The braided poly can take a hard freeze without breaking as well. So this is a good place to demonstrate some of the plumbing methodology. Here we can see the main plumbing system that we construct prior to putting it in the camper. We do this in order to get consistency on the clamping and consistency on the plumbing system length. So what we do is we pre-make these plumbing sections, and then at the appropriate time, they get installed and connected inside the camper. I wanted to move on to wiring. Many campers are wired in body, and what we chose to do is an automotive style prefabricated harness. The company that does this for us is very precise and very consistent. You might notice that there's Deutsch connectors for all of our main connections inside the camper. What that does is creates consistency in that connection. It is a waterproof connection. In most cases, it does not need to be a waterproof connection, but keeping in theme of our wood-free camper design, we wanted the best possible practices with our wiring. So much like our water and our electrical systems, our LP system is also a sub-assembly assembled outside the camper and then installed when the time is right. Keeping with our desire to create the best possible quality product that can be bought, these sub-assemblies have really enhanced the overall quality of our product. So walking along the assembly line, we'll see lots and lots of parts. Skinny Guy Camper is much more than a shell camper or a canopy camper. We're essentially an RV minus an air conditioner at the kit and caboodle level. As we walk back down the line, you'll see assemblies and sub-assemblies lined up, ready to go into the camper. Electronics, furnaces, sub-assemblies, red arcs, Xantrax, all the necessary parts and pieces to make the Skinny Guy camper what it is. Thank you for taking a few minutes having a look at our video. We hope this provides a little extra information to help you gain some more understanding about what our product is and what it can do.